right, next chit draw. And the next side that gets drawn a chit will have a mandatory combat to deal with. It looks to me like it'd be more advantageous for the Union. Well, it depends. We have to see who can all move and what chits are in there, because there might not be anybody that's able to move and help with reinforcements for either side here. So it might just be a combat, but it looks to me like it's a 3-2, which is a 1-1. Sometimes it's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but there you go. All right, let me check this on out. Go over here with the command cup and see what goes on. Who's the next chit drawn? Is it Confederate or Union? It is the Confederate side. All right, so the turns over here to the Confederates, and it is Johnson. All right, now how do we figure this here out? All right, Johnson's. All right, we got Yule's chit with him, so he gets a +1 on his road, or on his roll. Here you go. Right there, Johnson's. Where's Johnson's men at? Oh, they're back here in the green, coming on up. So key roll for Johnson and the rebel die. +1 with the Yule chit, because Yule's there with his leadership. That'll give him a 4. So with a 4, Johnson's men can move 8. 8. MG 8. We've been under the weather here lately and playing under considerable pain. So sometimes maybe that's a lot to do with things getting a little bit foggy. But let me see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 brigades, it looks like. Sorry about that. And we'll find out where they want to move. We'll be right back. All right, Johnson's men moving over a couple hills and hightailing it. They got orders to avoid the Union. Well, they got to avoid them anyway, because they've already used up their combat this round. But there is a mandatory combat on the table. It is Dole's brigade. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Oh, Dole's brigade going against the boys on the hill and some boys next to them. We'll be right back. All right, then. We still have a reserve artillery back in place, and I just read over the artillery rules, and it does not say it has to be used for offensive artillery only. The Grand Battery is offensive only, but these can be used for defense. So we'll go ahead and put him up on top of this hill, make this attack even more of a nightmare for the Confederates, and that's how you weed this out. They're there at the bottom of the hill. There's residual combats. And here we go. It'll be a 2 versus a 3, 4. 1-2 attack. 1-2 attack. So these are the modifiers. So we'll get a -1 for the terrain, our tactical effect roll here. So the ones on top of the hill with a -1 got to roll a 4 or less. 1, he passes. One's behind him with a 4 or less. And it is a 1-2 attacks. So we get a -1. We die roll. And we're good. All right, now he gets a +1, and he has to beat a 4 or less with a +1 since it's a 1-2 attack. Oh, not good. 7, so that'll take care of this. Give him a flip. And the difference between 7 and 4 is 3. He'll have to retreat 3 hexes if possible. More importantly, we'll give another victory point to the Union for his step loss. And I'll let you know what the score is here in a second. All right, between 4 and 7 is 3. And look what we got here. There's no way he can retreat anywhere. He'll be going through zones of control. There's no units in those zones of control to negate it. Therefore, we'll get another victory point to the Union. And he is eliminated. Ooh, so the Union now has 16 points versus 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 16, or 17, 16. Confederate favored by 1 point. All right, let me see here. Take the reserve artillery marker off. More casualties. And now we are free of any units adjacent to each other. We only got maybe 1 or 2 more chip pulls, but that, I think, is how you resolve that. I like that mechanic. I like the way that turns out. That's really good. They're adjacent to each other here, but like I said, they're in the woods, so nobody has to shoot at anybody. I think we're down to our last. Oh, maybe 2 chits. Yeah, 2 chits left in the early afternoon turn. A lot going on, but more importantly, the main prize still in Union hands after a bunch of fighting around there. Both from the... Whoop, do I got 2 chits on this? Hold on a second. Let me see what we got here. All right. I'll take this chit. There's 2 chits in the cup, and I thought there was more than that. I picked 2 by mistake. Okay, they'll stay the Confederates' turn. And who is it this time? We can't have combat. It's Pickett. Pickett's coming on in. Let's roll for Pickett. Oh, Pickett is not a member of Ewell's division. He's not of these colors. He's of these colors here, Longstreet's. So we will not get the +1 modifier on this roll. Pickett's roll. Oh, Pickett. All right. Oh, Pickett. Yeah, he was up to his name. Okay. 4 movement points for Pickett. 4 movement points, we got to remember. Not 5, 6, or 7. The error is human, especially in these games. You're lucky if you can get through all that. And if you watch some of my... Actually, I had a cough break. I'm sorry. If you watch any of my videos, even when I'm playing people, a whole game could be, blown out of the water by a bad rule infraction. So we really try to take this slow and do it by the book. Okay. So Pickett with 4 movement points. He's on the road. He's got, looks like 4 brigades. Be back. All right, I stand corrected on further inspection. Those are Hood's troops. Pickett was up there. He just came in, so Pickett's troops have used reinforcement march. And that's as far as they can go. This group here actually could have went further, but in reinforcement march, when you use a quarter of a movement, in other words, they're doing double time down these roads, and we can't stop next to any of their units or enemy units. Now for the last chit draw, and it will be Early. All right, so Early will be the last one. He will qualify for a Ewell bump in his die roll because he is part of his division. Early +1, and then we'll take the Ewell chit marker off. Only 2. Oh, I'm telling you. All right, well, there you go. Confederates aren't helping themselves out, and Early's troops are right here. We'll find out what we want to do. They get 4 movement points, and that'll be it for the Ewell boost. And he's gone. We'll be back. All right, I believe the mechanic will let me do this. 4 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's place these units here in the woods. And the mandatory attack rule is negated by troops that are next to them on the same level. In other words, to make it, what they're trying to say is, there ain't no way these guys are going to attack, because when these guys hear these guys going forward, they're going to come up behind them and attack them. So there ain't no mandatory attack. Everybody's in the woods, so everybody can sit tight. Clear line of shots and everything like that. There's cover to take advantage of. There you go. That will take care of Early's turn. And that'll take care of all the command marker jets. We will take off, let me see here, the Ewell special command marker. Now this one was supposed to have only been into effect turn 2 through 4, but we forgot it. And we went ahead and used it to turn 7 through 8. Just to make sure we gave it to him. We had a little mistake on there. Our mistake was we had him up here. We're thinking Ewell for some reason was a Confederate. And I looked at this color and it should have told me. Watch the video, see, because each time I'm sitting there thinking, man, is that a Confederate marker? But anyway, we got it straightened out. All right, so that takes care of that. Let me see what we have to do, and we come back. I'm going to take care of all my homework and get ready for the next turn. We'll be turning the turn marker over to late afternoon, which looks like a bunch. That's it. That's all the reinforcements of the game. Everybody will be on the game, and they're waiting for the Union to come on in. And then we're turning from early afternoon to late afternoon. We'll roll for Robert E. Lee. He's yet to use his impact on the battlefield. We need a 1 for him. So let me get everything straightened out. We'll be right back. All right, we're ready to proceed. I got these artillery markers out here because you can see again how they work. This one on this end can be included with any of these units. This one with any of these, and this one with any of these. I think these are, I could have it wrong and backwards, and I probably do, but I'm saying that these are the 3 divisional artillery markers, and this one here is for each corps. Or these could be corps. We got 3 corps in each division. So I'm not sure how you do that. Oh shoot! Like I said, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I kind of got the general idea. All right, we are going to proceed here. Looks at the sequence of play. We're done with the operational phase. We'll go to the retreat phase right now, and this is where units that are lower elevation might have a mandatory retreat. We'll be back. Then retreat phase only deals with units that are adjacent to each other and are in clear hexes. You can see here we're all in forest woods hexes here, so that does not apply. All right, so we'll go on to the night phase. There is no night phase in this turn. Game turn end phase. I think that's where you just find out if anybody won the game. If they've got any victory conditions, which none of them have yet. Let me check this out real quick. Automatic victory. Nope. No automatic victory is achieved. It's not the last turn. Move all the command markers from the track. Advance the game to marker. Beginning a new turn. So we will go up here. Ooh, gotta move all these. Just straighten up. Survived. I'm surprised this is all survived. All right. Late afternoon. Robert E. Lee will be rolled for on the command marker. And now we will be able to employ the Jacksons on our Longstreets on the scene. So he'll get a big boost. All right, so mutual reinforcement phase, I guess. Yep. The Confederate States act first. They can roll if they want to get some early reinforcements or out of reinforcements, so that's no big deal. No early reinforcements for the Union. They're all coming in this turn, but now we have to have that, what's called delay reinforcements. Variable reinforcements. On a roll from 1 to 4, the formation enters this turn. All right. Let's see here. I want to look at this here because these are 8s. And they're on 9. So they've already done that. We've already established in this game that if you've been delayed, you're not delayed again. So, Old Warren. We got another special command chit. So they'll come in now. They're not delayed again. We'll roll for their location. But these boys here, with the 9 on there, with the 9 turn, and we'll roll for them. 1 to 4, they come in this turn. Anything higher, they get lost. All right, they come in this turn. Oh, wait, that's what that formation. We got to make sure it's all one formation. There you go. Wow, this is going to be a game changer. This is the 6th Corps. Making themselves no. Now we have to roll for the 2nd Vermont. Wherever they're at. Whenever we come up against them, we got to roll for their terrain or their tactical effectiveness, just like we did with the Davis Brigade. In other words, what the game's simulating is they're unproven, and that roll will find out how good they are in battle. They're green. It's not known yet. Okay, we have to check out Warren. We have a new reserve artillery that doesn't get put in a cup. These boys here are supposed to come on in Area H. Area H. Let's roll a die for Area H. Let's find that out real quick. It must be down here. Wow. Oh, check that out. All right, roll. 1 to 4, everything's good. 1. Okay, they're good. So these two. And that is the remnants of 5th Corps coming on in here. And they weren't supposed to come. Oh, they were supposed to come in on turn 8, but they got lost. So here they are. The rest of their corps is already up there fighting, so they're coming in there a little bit later in the afternoon. All right, now for this group of this stack is supposed to also come in on Area H. No die roll modifiers, 4 or less, 2, so they'll be able to come in also. So this area here, along this pike, along southeast of Gettysburg, is going to get a big influx of troops. Big influx. Oh, what we got here? Let me look at all my goodies in here. We'll be right back. All right, we got that Vermont Brigade. They have to roll for their tactical effectiveness when they first have contact. But they're another formation we have to roll for. 1 to 4, and they're good. Other than that, they get delayed. They're good. So they'll come in here 2, Another artillery marker. Now we're going to save these artillery markers because we have possession of Cemetery Hill, and whoever has that can pull out an artillery marker, and it doesn't have to be drawn. So we're going to look at the battle board, see which artillery marker we might want to hold off for the Union. Meanwhile, 6th Corps command marker goes into the cup. Let's check out this Warren. We'll get to that point. There's a spot in here where it says special command markers. So let's do everything by the book so we don't get too... Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. All right. Early entry attempts, reinforcement delay determinations, reinforcement arrivals. So everybody's arrived. Artillery and special command markers. So now we'll do the special... We'll check out this special command marker. We'll roll for him. And we'll figure out what we want to do with this artillery. All right, this special command marker, Warren, has to do specifically with Little Round Top. Now, in our game, we're nowhere near Little Round Top. We're all going on here. We're going to put Warren on Little Round Top because you can't use it unless you are controlled of Little Round Top. So we don't even mess with this. It's on Little Round Top. We'll try to get some troops there ASAP to activate that command check. When it gets activated, there's all kinds of stuff here that's involved in it. So anyway, that is that. Let me see over here. That's a special command marker. We'd also have Jackson special command, or Jackson. I don't know what to call it. Jackson. Longstreet. All right, Longstreet's marker. All these go into the cup. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure because last time we were holding these back, so I'll make sure we put all these in the cup. Pick one out of there. Total the amount we put in there, divide it by half, and we'll take those out. We'll be right back. All right, I knew there was a reason why we were holding these out. It is Grand Battery decision time. And if we do make the decision to use the Grand Battery, we will take out these 3 markers, and I'll be able to use it as a +3. It's the only exception. Any other time, you can only use +1 on either defense or attacker. So these are 3 markers. Is it time for Grand Battery? And once we use them, they're done. I think we're going to hold off, although we have all of our units in place. Is it time? We have a lot of game left. Going into evening, night. Do we save it for July 3rd? Yeah, it would really help with an attack. But I don't think we got units here yet. I think we want to get these units here either bypassed and over here on the action. Then we'll use the Grand Battery. No Grand Battery for us right now, so that'll be these are all going to the cup. Now, since we control the Cemetery Hill, we could take off one of these. Which one do we want to use? Where's our combat? What are we going to do with our combats? I think the main combat for Victory Point hexes. There's one up here at Seminary Ridge. Do we have units that'll be used up there? It depends on what their role is and how far they can move. We've been keeping our artillery down here. Let me look at this real quick. Decide whose artillery we want to hold out of the cup. And just have automatic availability. Be back. Alright, I guess it's a no-brainer. We'll have it pulled out for the 12th Corps artillery. So 12th Corps artillery, and we'll have that all available in case, mostly, if this spot here is attacked. So we still control that. There's artillery marker for this area. And just if this corps gets, or if that formation gets when that gets activated, I don't even see them anywhere. Where'd they go? Are they all eliminated? Ooh, you know what? 1, 2, oh, wow. Wow, there's nothing left but the ones there from 12th Corps. Wow. All right, that's that. Okay, we're not holding off on a Grand Battery. We'll put these all in there. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Ooh, 9 apiece. We will get 9 drawn out of the artillery cup for use this late afternoon. Oh, yeah, I think so. All right, July 2nd, late afternoon, artillery draw. 9 of them. Who will get the majority? Could be all just one side. All right, I think we're doing it by the book. Having a great time with this game. Oh, thank God for some time off. All right, we got to remember before we do anything, Longstreet has a big impact on this turn. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, who are the lucky ones? It is the 2nd Corps has artillery available. Ooh. 6th Corps. 3rd Corps. Oh, I think Union Mounted came out ahead. 1st Corps. And I say that's the 9th on this one, but it's 11th on the other one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and only 4 for the Confederates. They come out at the short end, even though I think they had more of them in there. McLaw will have artillery. Anderson, artillery available. Pender, artillery available. And last but not least, Johnson, and no divisional artillery drawn. We were holding them out for the first few turns of this game, and I don't think that was right. So I don't see nothing in there about holding them out. So that's the way that comes about. All right, Robert E. Lee, roll a 1, and he adds a +1 to any activation or movement die roll. Looking for Lee on a 1. No way is he coming into this game. Well, it's tough. All right, next try will be in the evening. See if Lee arrives. All right, that is it. We're ready for our chit pull. Everything I believe is done. Let's look at the old sequence of play. Reinforcement artillery special command marker. It is time for operational first activation movement / combat. In other words, command chit draw. All right, before we do that though, we want you to look under our Longstreet special command marker. That's coming to effect. Longstreet on July 2nd, and that's what today is, on turn 9 or 10, and it is turn 9, not both, so we have to decide if we want to do it on this one or next one. The Confederate player may choose to use Longstreet as his first activation of turn. Longstreet activates all 1st Corps formations. Wow. So 3 formations will, alright. With a +1 modifier to the die rolls, activator formations must all move first and then may attack. Do not place the 1st Corps formation command markers in the cup. Turn. Oh, don't put them in there. 1st Corps formation command marker on turn. Longstreet is used. Note that each 1st Corps has its own hex for command range. All right, there you go. That's a decision to make. We can use it on this day or the next day. All 3 of these are activated. That's a big boost from Longstreet. Making a decision. We'll be right back. All right, we're going to hold off on that till next turn. Reason why is because these units are nowhere near to where I want them. I want them closer, almost. I want them almost a hex away from the Union forces. Then I'll activate them. All 3 of them can move. They have maximum movement range. We can maybe get some flank attacks behind them. So that'll be the plan. We'll just go ahead and hold off on using the Longstreet chit. It'll be the first chit used next turn. We got to get these units a lot closer. Longstreet is represented here by, well, here's the first wave, second wave, Longstreet, third wave, Longstreet, and Pickett's guys that just came in Longstreet. You can see here we have our 3 waves coming on through. That's, I don't know if that's historically accurate, but that's the way it's coming on, and it's working out real good. Liking this Longstreet special chit. Oh, excuse me, chit. Ready for a command marker move. So we're not going to use him as the first one. All right, first turn. Turn 9. See who it is. It will be. Oh, I think I picked a Union chit. It is 12th Corps. Turn 9. First turn. Union. 12th Corps. Ooh, no die roll modifiers. 12th Corps is up. They're the only ones. They're the only ones there on Cemetery Hill. So this might be real quick because I don't think I want to do anything. Rolls with a 4. That translates into 8 movement points for our lone brigade. That is green. Still there on Cemetery Hill. He's not doing anything. Green's just going to stay there. So that will be a moot draw. All right, so get that out of here. Command marker. He got where that'd be the first one, but he wasn't going to do anything anyway. So, all right, the only commander that wasn't going to do anything. Let's get over here so we don't see what's going on. Pick one. What's going to be next? Hope you're all enjoying the game and the broadcast production. All right, it flips over to the Confederate turn, and it will be Pender. Oh, Pender. Oh, where is Pender? Oh, he's got 3 brigades in the center of everything, and he might have some of all of those out of command markers. All right, rolling for Pender with the Confederate die. 4. Pender. 4 translates into 8. Pretty good movement points for Pender. Pender has artillery available if needed. Be back. All right, Pender's troops have decided to move on in here and block an escape route from this group of units. You can just pretty well see on the map what's going on. That's what we did with Pender's troops. All right, next command shit draw. Ooh, where's the artillery cup? And like I said, you get on this game, we got to move all these combat markers off of their units. We forgot to do that, signifying that nobody's had combat yet. And you got to kind of work with this mechanic here, because you can't have a combat once you've had combat, it's done with, and you got all these shits to draw. What are you to do? I mean, I'm looking. You can see where we're trying to, with the Confederates trying to block any retreat route. But do we want to have this attack? Do we want to have our attack here? I mean, you're talking time frames of just late afternoons, but it's goofy the way you can't have anybody attack. I don't know, but anyway, we're trying to work with the mechanic as it is, whether we like it or not. We should just pick that. We'll check that. We're gonna hold off. I'm gonna pick one. Oh, get out here, come on in here, and I got me a chit. All kinds of them in there. All right, it will be the Union. Late afternoon turn, and their draw says here 11th Corps. We've been calling it the 9th Corps. So the 9th Corps' roll will be, they have artillery 5. Get a good die roll for the 9th Corps, or 10th, 11th Corps, whatever you want to call it. 5 translates into 8 movement points. 8 movement points for 9th Corps. That is all of our units. Where are they at? I'm not seeing them. They can't be eliminated. Oh, they're the ones getting surrounded. What do they want to do? We'll be back. They have enough movement points to get out of there. But I don't think I want to initiate combat, so we'll see what's up. Fortunately for the Union, there is an escape route. And 8. All right, we'll have the old boys here follow them as follows. Sorry about that, but there you go. Making their escape again. I think that's going to do it for, we're calling them 9th Corps. We make sure that all the units, I think we had somebody here that were out of command on 9th Corps. Oh yeah, we got 2 boys over here on 9th Corps and these units here. So they're all out of command range. We'll find out what we want to do with these guys real quick. We'll be right back. All right, we're going to arrange 9th Corps in this fashion. I was going to bring another unit here on over to solidify our boys up on the hill on Cemetery Hill, but that would create a nice little gap here. This is a nice little zone of control block all through here. So there you go. That's what 9th Corps is going to do. We're going to change their headquarters from over here to over here. So these boys here are all in command range. They can initiate combat if they want, whatever, but these boys can't. They're out of command range. They can only move, which is fine because they're not going to attack anyway. That will be it for 9th Corps. Ooh, chit draw. I think we got all those units taken care of. There you go. We will find out who comes up next. I like the way this is kind of a maneuver game. It's not just everybody get next to each other and fight. It's a lot more maneuver and tactics involved. We were just hitting with Spam calls left and right today. All right, let's see here who it is. Anderson. Go back over here to the rebel turn. And Anderson. Rolling for his effectiveness. Die roll. He hits a 5. Anderson all the way up here. Ooh. Oh no, wrong one. It's a 5. Translates into 8 movement points. Sorry about my bad camera work. And he has artillery available. Anderson's units are right here. They just had the old Union boys boogie long. General, they're moving. So let's find out what they want to do. We'll be back. All right, Anderson's Corps basically shutting the door on any escape route. And it don't look good for First Corps. Is that all First Corps units? Well, they can't stack with anybody else. So yeah, First Corps getting surrounded. Ooh, we got another turn or two, night phase. I think if you're surrounded like that, you surrender. We'll find out what's up. We still got a lot of chit draws and everything before then. But yeah, surrounding First Corps. Wow, nice little development in this game. All right, that is it. You can't initiate combat. I think we want our combats down here. We want to go for these big units, but we will see how that works out. And I think I'm going to take a break. Putting out a lot of content, playing a lot of games. Even though I'm under the weather, it might be time for a little bit of breaky break, but it's hard to stop playing. Yeah, I love these games. We got I Napoleon to play, Love and Cactus Air Force down there, and we got another Battle of Britain game. Oh my goodness, ain't no time, but we're taking advantage of our time off. Let's see what we got here. It is the Union turn, so we'll keep the marker over here. Oh, we'll flip it. It was the Confederate turn last time. So Union turn and 5th Corps, the one we've been waiting for. Could this be a combat turn? Let's see what we're doing. Get a big fat die roll. 5th Corps. The 2. Not what we were looking for. All right. That is 4 movement points for 5th Corps. They have no artillery, but we do have reserve artillery available. What you want to do here is this going to be it. We kind of want to get these boys on out of the way. You can see where you want to get yourself a nice little line here. That would take care of most of the victory points in our possession. But you need to get somebody over here out or down south for those victory point spots. But yeah, if we can get, is this Culp's Hill victory? Oh yeah, that's a victory point position they got there. So that'll definitely give us shot at some victory point leads. The score is still 16, 13, 17, 16 Union. All right, we'll see what we're going to do with First Corps troops. Be back. All right, changing our combat priorities for 5th Corps, not First Corps. And our priorities are switching from attacking and gaining ground here to rescuing First Corps. And we'll use our combat shit for them to mount an attack. There you go. Now, 5th Corps also had some units coming on into the field. So we are surrounding. We're not adjacent to any mandatory attacks. And I think it'd be more prudent not to lose all these strength points. So priority has gone to rescuing First Corps. We'll be back. All right, then, with the strategic decision made not to go ahead with the attacks here along Cemetery Hill, and our combat mostly concentrate on rescuing First Corps. And I've already mapped out some nice attacks. Instead of going this way, I think we will have a group of brigades going for 3 different attack points and all having artillery. Plus, First Corps artillery. When their chit gets drawn, so wait for the next chit to be drawn. And we have some First Corps units coming on down here. Later rifles. Next chit to be drawn will be Confederates. Turn the marker. Late afternoon, Confederate side. Alright, and the unit formation in particular will be Picket. Wow. Alright, rolling for pickets. Number, no modifiers. Ooh, Picket, looking for a high roll. Living up to his name. You could have had maximum 10. He'll end up with 4. Pickett's troops, we don't want to get them mixed up. Here they come. On down. And a decision needs to be made too with the on the Confederate end. Ooh, what do we want to do for attacks? Be nice to get that prize. That's for sure. We'll be back. Now, Pickett would have maximized. He might have been able to get around, and we might have been able to maybe take the only attack, because these boys got no place to retreat to. So, but 4 movement points, I don't think we can get any good positions. Let's look it over. We'll be back. All right, there's where Pickett's men will stop their movement, and the mandatory attack rule will be negated by a steep. Let me show you how close that is. It's a steep hex side. See how the lines go into the next hex? We've already established that in earlier videos, but yeah, steep hex side negates the need for a mandatory attack. So, but when it comes time for the retreat phase, these boys are up higher than these boys, and they'll have to retreat. Ain't got much space to retreat, so that's the strategic tactical move for Pickett's units. There you go. Now for the next chit draw. Ooh, make sure Pickett didn't have any units down here. No. Alright. Let's see if we can keep this game going. Getting better turn still, and it is Heath. These troops are, ooh, where you at, Heath? They're holding a line. What are they gonna do? Let's roll. 1. Not good for Heath. He's moving 4 movement points. If he wants to move. Way back. Alright, well, no difference, but there you go, Heath, in your correct spot. That was Anderson. And, let me see here. Definitely a combat timer, is it? We're back. Alright, got time for a few minutes here. Let's get the next command chit draw. Getting really interesting as the waves start heading towards, ooh, Peach Orchard. Battle hasn't really gotten down there yet. Let's see what we got going on here. Next chit will be Confederates. Keep the turn marker as is, and the specific leader will be McLaw. There you go. McLaw has artillery. Oh, it's out of the park. McLaw. 8 movement points, not 10 as in some. We'll see what we want to do with McLaw. Alright, conflicting strategies are having McLaw come out through this little gap between the hills and make a mad dash for these victory point hexes, or totally overwhelm, throw everybody into the center. We're 2 different type strategies. Once we get first corps out of the way, we got all kinds of units to just pour on in here. Just be a matter of numbers and battle in the center. I think that's what usually happens. Therefore, we'll probably make the big run this way. We'll see. All right, McPherson's brigade making a dash for the wheat field, Peach Orchard. That'll be it for his units. Leaving this place here pretty well wide open. We'll see what happens with Hood when he comes on down. Come back for another chit draw. I also wanted to make note, we're putting our out of command markers underneath our units because they're kind of getting in the way. So I want to see who these units are, but well marked that they're out of command range. Oh, there's a really nice Total War 3 stream going on with 2 teams. I guess it's the Austrians and the French. And one team has like 5 players on it, the other team has 5 players on it. So there you go. Interested in that. Makes for it's a good battle so far. But we will return to our game and our command shit draw for the Command Cup. Alright. Who is it going to be? Oh, it just keeps on going. the initiative on the Confederate side. And it is Hood rolling for his command. Oh, influence. 4. Translates into only into 6 movement points for Hood. There you go. His troops be right here. Attack time. Alright, we're not really able to get any of Hood's troops on the front. Pender has already been drawn. Oh, Anderson, already been drawn. Pickett, already been drawn. Oh. Guess our only choice now is Johnson. And he's not been drawn, so that might be the key combat for taking care of. Let me see, Pender, Johnson. Oh. Anderson's been drawn. They've all been drawn. Alright. What we were doing with Hood and his 4 brigades. Alright, Hood's moves. Or Hood's troops. Oh, I took 2. Alright, Hood's troops making their move up on the hill. Could you say surrounded? It's a big part of this game. Good tactic to employ. We'll be right back with the next chit draw. Alright then. Next command chit draw. I don't want to do it that way. Pick one down the cup and pull it out. There you go. Alright, well finally, you need to get a turn. And it be, ooh, 3rd Corps. 3rd Corps. And, ooh, 3rd Corps over here, the one that's out of command range. We'll see what we want to do with 3rd Corps with their 4. The 3rd Corps translates into 8 movement points. We will be back. Right, the 2 obvious options for 3rd Corps are a little attack and taking units here. We can maybe get a couple of flank attacks with that 8 movement points. This unit here is really putting a cog in that work, so good move putting him here. Solidify that line, or make a mad dash for victory points. Alright, interesting move here now for 3rd Corps. And we have put the burden on the Confederates next turn. This unit here I think is already moved, so they will have to have their combat next turn, because we don't have to have a mandatory combat. We're above them in elevation. So they will have to have their combat next turn. Mandatory. Let me see here. Is that a steep hex side? Is it? No, it's not steep. There you go. So there you go. This old boy here moved from here. He's out of command, was not allowed to initiate combat. We won't, because it's not a mandatory attack, so he can go ahead and move there. Great move by 3rd Corps. Confederates must have combat next turn. Now, on this situation, the only reason why it doesn't work for the Union on this one is because they're separated by that steep hex side, and that negates the option for our requirement for a mandatory attack. That's why the Union don't have to attack uphill on this one. But these boys have got to attack uphill on this one. We back. And then, yeah, that's a nice little tactic we just discovered, because old McLaw already moved. So no matter what, when a chit's drawn for the Confederates, whatever combat they may want to employ, that's going to have to be resolved. All right, so next chit draw will be a mandatory combat for the CSA side. All right, well, I was debating whether at the end of this formation's movement if this would be a mandatory combat, but it says at the end of the friendly combat, so we were right waiting for the next Confederate chit draw for that to be a mandatory combat situation. All right, the line specifically. Ooh, friendly units adjacent to enemy units must attack. Friendly units. There you go. That'll be enemy units next to us. So only when it's friendly. So when the next turn comes and the next rebel chit draw. But yeah, that's a nice tactic to employ in this game. We're back. All right then, the next chit draw will be Union. So it will have to be a mandatory attack, and it will be First Corps. This will be good. Might be time. First Corps has artillery, and they need a big number. Let's get it going up here. Official. Our First Corps. 4. Translates into 8 movement points. Be back with the over the game. We'll see what happens. I think I've already planned this attack, so we'll be right back. Alright, moving to combat marker. To the combat round taken. And here's the way the attack will go. These units here will go against this one. These units here will go against here. Ooh, sorry about that. It was a contraction on my back. Ow. Oh. So anyway, this unit here, when you leave the zone of control, you can't enter another one. So free of zone of controls, free of zone of controls, you can't take part. Or like I said, you can't even move into a zone of control. When you exit a zone of control in this game, the rules are you can enter another one. So there you go. Got some blocking action going on here. We come back. Resolve the First Corps breakout attempt. Alright, First Corps breakout attempt. And we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 5. 1 to 2 attack. 1 to 2 attack. Bad for the good guys, good for the bad guys. Or either way you want to look at it. I should have prejudiced. Alright, so we'll roll for the defenders first. And they get have to have a 4 or less with a -1. 4 or less, -1. All the attackers have to roll. So it just comes down to which musket balls find their mark. 4 or less. 2, they stay, so no breakout. There you go. 4 or less, a -1. 2, no breakout. All right, now for the attackers. Ooh, 5 or less for these old boys. They must have had a bad die roll to get them reduced. So 2, and then we have a, oh, that was a 3. Yeah, add 1. So they need a 3 with a 1 added to this die roll. Ooh, no good. That will, well, that'll reduce them. Reduced victory point to the Confederates. Hold on a second, let me get this straightened out here. We'll have to retreat them, if they can retreat. So let me see here first. Victory point to Confederates. 13, 14. Ooh, and they must retreat 3 hexes. Ooh, they can't go this way. 1, 2, they're eliminated. No retreat possible. 1, 2, 3, nope. 1, 2, 3, everything puts them in a zone of control. They don't have no bridge with friendly units. So this unit here, eliminated. And another victory point for the Confederates. Bad breakout attempt. Alright, let me see here. I'll take care of his artillery. Ooh, and this artillery. Next attack here to here. We'll go 1, 2, 3 versus a 2, but with the artillery is a 3, so 1 to 1. No die roll modifiers on this one. So this is our breakout attempt right here. 4 or less on the die roll. Is he in the buildings? No, he's clear. All right, 4 or less. Oops. 4 or less, no die roll modifier. Oh no, that's not good. That's the way things are going here. We'll be right back. 4 or less, no die roll modifiers. Try it one more time. Are you freaking kidding me? 2. No diable modifiers equals no breakout. Rolling for the Union, 3 or less. With no modifier. He's good. 4 or less, no modifier. He's no good. So he will be eliminated. And another victory point for the Confederates. Ooh, delay victory points 10 here. And when the smoke clears, this is the situation. Alright, we still have residual mandatory attacks for whoever gets the next chit draw. Alright, there was the Union's chance and it came up flat. Do we have any more mandatory attacks? I don't see them right now. We'll wait for the next chit draw. First Corps didn't make it. It was a kind of a hard attempt. We didn't get no really good odds, but it's the only breakaway we had coming to us. Now we're up on this hill. Does that help out none any? I don't think so. Yeah, well, I think that's only a negative if they're going uphill. We're back. Alright, for the hill, there's no downhill modifier, but there's a negative one if you're going uphill. It is what it is. Alright, so that attack was done. All eagled. And as a result, wait for the next chit draw. We'll be back.